What's up everyone? Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Max, this is Maxican Reacts, and today I'm checking out Basic Being Basic by Joe. Alright, so when it comes to Joe's music, I've only heard End of Beginning. I think it's a great song. And since Stranger Things ended recently, I wanted to jump into another one of his tracks since End of Beginning has been trending again. I can't wait to see what some of his other music sounds like, if it sounds similar to End of Beginning, if there's a different flavor throughout, and I'm pumped to get into it. Before I get into the reaction, if you want to support me, I do have a Patreon where I put out extra content and early release content as well. And if you want to request a reaction, that is the best way to do it as well. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this video, comment down below what you thought of the track, and without further ado, let's get into Basic Being Basic. Ooh. I'm liking the vibes of this so far. Alright, before we get into the next part of the song, I really like the brighter sound this has, comparing it to End of Beginning. That track is obviously a little bit more like moody and atmospheric, whereas this one sounds very bright and, I don't know, bouncier, I guess, with that synth kind of going in there, but I like it so far. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Bleachers too, with the just the effects and like the distortion on the vocal and all that. Ooh, I like the vocal layer there. Oh, this is cool sounding. And that percussion in the background too.
I don't care for fame. I don't want to live a life where that's my big exchange. I want simple pleasures, friends who have my back. Everyone has secrets, but not everyone can fool them in like that. It set me reeling. Still not the same. It's like my capacity to love and give has changed. I guess
I love when artists do like the kind of talking, or like rhythmic talking in a song. I really like this. This is cool. It sounds experimental, but not to the point where it is like unlistenable. I think it finds the perfect balance of like bouncy and melodic, but then there's the vocal effects, that kind of synth or like vocoder vocal kind of going on in the chorus. The lyrics are really cool too. I'm really vibing with this. I dig this. I like the vocal delivery too. Yeah. I like the use of the falsetto on the second basic in the chorus, and then there's the higher synth going with it too. Like the song doesn't elevate in a way that gets like, you know, more tame and then it really like grows big. It kind of stays on the same feeling, but it adds a couple little elements that elevate it, and I think that's cool. A lot of times I think with songs, especially things like ballads, it's not that this is a ballad, but as an example, it can be a lot of like a very intimate feeling and then just trying to make it as big as it can. And for some artists that works, like Lewis Capaldi I think does that well. But I also think there's a really cool sound to a more simplistic track like this one that relies more on the sonics of the instruments being used and like different vocal octaves, and doesn't rely so much on the weight of a bunch of things being added at once. But yeah, really digging this. Ooh, I gotta back it up a little bit. One, for that laugh, and two, for that's like synth bend coming in. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Wallows too. I like the last line in there too. All right, so that was Basic Being Basic by Joe, and that was a great track. Like, I love how fun it is too. Like, that's something that really came through in, I want to say, the second half, and like especially that last chorus. Just the little elements of the laugh, the like different deliveries. I think in verse 2 he was doing a little bit of a like an accent or a voice change. But yeah, that was a really cool track. I love the synths in there, some of the different genre influences, and yeah, I cannot wait to listen to more Joe. I might end up doing an album reaction for Patreon and then eventually release it here. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that track was great, and definitely let me know which other tracks or albums I should check out by Joe. Because I definitely want to hear more. Thank you so much for checking out the reaction. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.